Given the fact that you have Russia, which is the world's number three oil producer and the largest exporter of oil to the global markets, according to the IEA, what do you believe this kind of a spike in crude oil prices warrants?
Well, good afternoon. I think it warrants fear. It warrants concern from the consumer, certainly the Indian consumer and the majority of the world. We've got crude prices approaching 120. We're up 68 or 70% since December. So it is parabolic, and what we're experiencing is a combination of many factors all working in harmony to create much confusion to the market and higher prices from here.
Oh, yes, indeed. And, what about the concerns that continue to emanate that the Russian oil supplies will continue to hit constraints because there has been the latest round of sanctions as well by Washington on Russia's oil refining sector. And there is now a concern as well that Russia's oil and gas exports could be targeted next.
Well, exactly right. And let's put some framework around that. We've got, as you mentioned, IEA, and as far as a number, we're looking at about 12 million barrels a day as far as production for Russia. 48% or approximately as far as natural gas or gas going to Europe. 36% of their gas goes to Asia. So it's a monstrous superpower when it comes to commodities. And from an energy producer, it really is. It's an elephant in the room. And that creates a lot of turmoil because naturally, if there are any supply disruptions, we're at a critical point here. We had super backwardation, we've got tank bottoms, we've got so many concerns that really we could be looking. I don't know. I can't pick a number where it goes to, but it could certainly shoot a lot higher from where it is at the moment.
Something very concerning for here in India. If you're saying it is likely to go higher from the current levels, do you think it could break the record high levels of around 140? I don't want to kind of fearmonger here with respect to how crude is moving, but is the crude already pricing in the worst, or as you're saying, there are higher levels coming?
I don't think it's pricing in the worst yet, and it is parabolic. The tension and what you're experiencing on a minute-to-minute or hour-to-hour basis from a trading perspective has just been one-way traffic. The second point is I was in New York the week that it hit 148, actually speaking at the NYMEX, and that was early July 2008. So I hope and I pray truly that we don't see anywhere near that, because from an inflation spike, from so many concerns globally, it would absolutely cripple the recovery phase of the global economy, and that's not what anyone wants, considering we're only a couple of weeks ago, or 8 or 10 weeks ago, and we were well under that $75 mark, and here we are approaching 120, and it's off to the races.
Well, Peter, what do you make of the ferocity of the move that we have seen? I mean, we were at $92 after that tapering down that we saw last week. If I remember it right, Friday we were around that level of around $92, and we have moved up to the level of 120 now in a matter of just 3 sessions. And even if you look at the crude wicks, that had spiked considerably. What's your take? Are we likely to see a fall also with that ferocity?
Well, these are unheralded times. I mean, when you see a market like crude oil that appreciates the best part of 30-35% in a week, and we've still got Thursday to go through. I mean, here I am in Sydney, and it's 19:45. We've got you've got to get through your trading day. Then we've got the Middle East opening, and then we've got Europe, and then we've got New York tonight. We've got 2 big trading sessions left to the end of the week. So that, as far as New York, so. The appetite, the risk metrics associated from geopolitical concerns, and the uncertainty with Russia and Ukraine all create havoc. And that really is if you're a trader, and I say this humbly, these are perfect conditions to trade, because you've got these big whipsaw